Their fans are ready, and if this shot from earlier is any indication, the Mavericks certainly look ready too. Welcome everybody to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. So a look at the starters for the Wizards. Poole and Kispert are the guard set. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Kyle Kuzma, and it's Bey in at the 3. And for the Mavericks, at one forward, Thompson. At the other forward, Washington. The star backcourt, Doncic and Irving are the guard set, and it's Gafford in at the 5.
I tell you, allow Jonas Valanciunas space and he will throw it down. He's got the size and length to make it look easy.
There's been a lot of turnover in Washington, Doris, over the last few years. Where do you think they go from here?
I think the first thing they're looking for, Kevin, is obviously a cornerstone around which to build your team. Recently, it was Bradley Beal. Now they are looking for someone to step up and be their guy.
Nailed from three-point land.
Now, Jordan Poole is no stranger to hunting his own shot, and he's ready on the catch opportunity there.
The offensive rebound, Gafford, pass to Washington. 6 on the shot clock, and Doncic hits it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Bey, no good. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And yes, it's good.
Well, Kyrie may be the best finishing guard in the history of the game. His ability to contort his body or spin the basketball, ridiculous.
Now, here's Kuzma. From down in the low post, it goes.
Boy, not a bad beginning. 3 for 4 from the floor. Pretty good start.
Doncic with it. Pass to Thompson. Lets it go with a 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
How about Klay Thompson? A career average of north of 40%. You better get a hand up when he's in three-point territory.
There's the triple. Kyrie Irving with the rebound. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. To the paint. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And when you look at P.J. Washington, his value, DB, lies in his defensive versatility.
Well, he's cross-positional. You can switch virtually every position with him on the defensive end. There's a strong physical presence, but maybe my favorite attribute is he's fearless. There's a toughness and an edge, and boy, you give him a big shot to take, he's not going to hesitate.
Here on opening day, and what a great day it is. Greg, what are these players feeling as they tip off this new season?
It is always exciting to start a new season. Players are just filled with hope and optimism, especially after putting in all that offseason work.
Poole, no good. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Irving. They get it again. Washington passes to Thompson. Valanciunas against Washington. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup, nicely done.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Marshall comes in for Washington. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Irving. The wide open look here for Kuzma. And nothing is falling for him right now. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Yes, Kevin, I caught up with Jason Kidd just a few minutes ago. We got to talking about Jordan Poole and how you deal with a player like him. Coach smiled and said, we want to be as disruptive for him as possible. Anything we can do to prevent him from getting into a rhythm, we'll do it. Keeping Poole off balance is the plan here. Guys?
Thank you, David. That one good for 2.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
Here's Poole. Pass to Bay. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And when we talk about players with great upside, Doris Derek Lively is one of the first to come up.
That's no question about that. This young man has great length and athleticism. He's adding strength every single day. Eventually, he's going to have some go-to moves offensively. But right now, rim runner, rim protector of the highest standard, and plays beyond his years.
Wizards making a switch here. Brogdon's checked in.
Yeah, Kyle Kuzma, we think of him as a scorer, but that was a tough target to miss. Wide open.
Pass to Grimes. And here is Doncic. Lays it up off the glass. Doncic has got his second bucket of the night.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now, here's Poole. Now, here's Valanciunas. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Well, Jonas Valanciunas showing good hands and finishing ability inside. And this guy on that end of the floor has always been effective.
Now, here's Doncic. Poole with the steal. Brogdon looking it over. Three-pointer. And Lively pulls it down. The Mavericks are gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Doncic against Poole. A shot by Thompson. No one's around. Off target with his 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And we know Kuzma's always been a terrific scorer. But Greg, he's developed as a passer. Over time.
And Kevin, early in his career, Kuzma wasn't called on to be a leader, but he's grown into that role, and he puts effort into orchestrating for his teammates.
Free throw good, Kuzma. ADB, one thing about Kyle Kuzma, at 6'9", he is a big wing.
What I love about him, Kevin, is that he's such a strong shooter. He can bang in the post if you need him to. He always puts up solid rebounding numbers. And I think the final piece we've seen him developing is his ability to distribute the basketball.
Now, here is Irving. 5 on the clock. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Jordan Poole picks one up.
This guy is as difficult to cover as there is in the NBA. Kyrie Irving, the master at drawing contact.
However you feel about Kyrie Irving, you cannot deny, Doris, he is an elite player still.
Kevin, there are many who consider Kyrie Irving to be the greatest finishing guard in the history of the game. I mean, left hand, right hand, a little bit of English and polish, big shot maker. And what I love for Kyrie Irving right now is he seems content and happy. Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Inside, Gafford. Excellent D there from George.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Brogdon the pass to Bagley. That puts them in the lead.
And at this stage, this is where Bagley feels most comfortable. Knows he has the size and touch to score inside.
Now, here is Irving. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
And Kuzma has it in the corner. Drills it from outside. Kuzma's got 7 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Screen by Gafford. Irving passes to Grimes. And here's Irving. He's guarded by Brogdon. Irving looking for an opening. Here's Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
Kyrie Irving can be devastating in the pick and roll. The creativity and decision-making simply outstanding.
Here's Washington. They're on a 13-5 run here. Kuzma with the screen for Brogdon. Pass to Kuzma. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon. 9 points in the game so far.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
On the wing, Thompson launches a 3. Here's Gafford. Here's Grimes. Another shot. Gafford misses. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. I wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Bay comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Poole subbed in for George. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Now, Poole. Bagley with a screen on Irving. Kept alive. On the wing, Koulibaly. Oh, my. He'll go to the line with a chance for a 4-point play. That's on Dante Exum. For Washington, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. On the free throw, no good.
A little breakdown there, letting him get that rebound. You can't allow that to happen.
He got it up. The shot comes out. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Washington out in front. They finish off the first quarter on a 20-5 run. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Washington.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
They've got Klay Thompson, Washington out there with Powell. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Exum in at the 3 slot. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Greg, you love this topic more than anyone. When you think about the best ball handlers of all time, where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
And finished off by Bagley.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
But if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, he's about a 76% shooter.
And doors of last season's trading deadline, Dallas making moves for Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington.
Kevin, this was cool in a couple of ways. For P.J. Washington, a hometown kid. For Daniel Gafford, he grew up 4 hours away. But most importantly, these two guys fit like a glove around the incredible Luka Doncic. Sometimes roster construction just works beautifully.
And the shot is good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. different look for Dallas. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Marshall comes in for P.J. Washington. And Doncic is subbed in for Hardy. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch. A moment for an injury report. Now the Hall of Famer David Aldridge will join us. He has an update for us on Daniel Gafford. What's the news, David?
Well, Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for Dallas, and unfortunately, it sounds pretty serious. Injuries never come at a good time, but somehow it seems even more frustrating when they happen this early. Tough break for sure. Guys?
Thank you, David. Guys, the only thing you can wish for is that the prognosis isn't quite as bad as they're making it out to be.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Was really hoping for better news than that, but that does not sound encouraging.
No, I mean, this is a big blow, and it will force the team to make some adjustments, not just in terms of personnel in the court, but in terms of strategy.
Now, here is Irving. Marvin Bagley missing his last shot. Irving kicks to Marshall. Poole against Doncic. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Poole. Will not go. This is off the front iron. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Brogdon against Irving. From the line. And that one's good, Brogdon. Brogdon's got the lead up to 14 now for Washington.
Well, Malcolm Brogdon has such a polished offensive game. Mid-range jumper, yes, he'll take it.
Out to Doncic. To the wing on the left. And stolen by Bay. And here we go. Washington fast break.
Oh, that's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play. Then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Here's Irving following the bucket by the Wizards. And here is Doncic. He has 6. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Floats one up. The shot by Brogdon, no good. Mavericks trail by 16. Irving passes to Doncic. And they double up Doncic. To the middle. Here's Exum. Rebound by the Wizards.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
The shot's good from Bay. I'm told now by our producer, do we have them, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
You're right. What a performance. Hey, Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. And stolen by Song. To the inside. Here's Coulibaly. And he goes in for the dunk.
Not a standout part of Sarr's game, but good work recognizing that opening in the defense and making the right read.
Now, here's Doncic. 6 points for him. Looking to get back on track here. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Doncic has got 4 this quarter.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Pass to Coulibaly. And here is Poole. Coulibaly with it. He has 5. 5 to shoot. Here's Valanciunas.
So much of the NBA is about pick and roll opportunities, and who better than Jonas Valanciunas to roll to the cup?
Lively with the screen. Doncic passes to Lively. Yes, that goes in. Lively's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
You know, Doris, every so often there are guys that come along that you can build a franchise around, and Luka Doncic seems to be one of them.
There's no question, Kevin, and if I were putting a team around Luka Doncic, I'd want to have multiple vertical threats at the rim and shooters at every other position, because at that point, Luka is unguardable.
Irving can't hit, and it's Washington's ball. They're on a 17-6 run. Brogdon with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Pass to Valanciunas. Sarr with it. Poole with no one around. Offline with his three.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Now Lively, and finished off by Lively.
This is why you let Lively go to work inside. Such an exceptional athlete.
And we've got a timeout call by Brian Keefe. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. And Dallas going with the whole new group out there. And then for Washington, Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Sarr. Bey comes in for Coulibaly, and Kispert subbed in for Malcolm Brogdon. Now here's Bey. Bey with a screen on Kleber. Valanciunas trying to free himself up, and he converts the layup. Bey's got his second bucket.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Thompson outside. Here's the three. Thompson with the three.
Well, this is his prototypical shot. Klay Thompson from three.
Pass to Bey. Valanciunas with the ball. Now here's Kispert. Down low. Here's Bey. Out to Kuzma. Goes back up. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got rebound number 5 here tonight. There's 31 seconds left in the first half of the game. On the wing, Thompson. Pass to Kleber. Dinwiddie outside. To the inside. Gafford misses.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumping.
Emphatic finishes are becoming routine for Mr. Gafford.
Here's Kuzma. From outside the arc. Beats the buzzer! Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
Great awareness in crucial situations. Nicely done.
And so it's Washington in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Since we got a little time on our hands here, you guys got any big plans for tonight?
Not me. I'm just going to take it easy.
And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Wizards. That is more than enough.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Without question, Kyle Kuzma displaying his skills today.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
So the Wizards 5 right now. Poole and Kispert are the guard set. Saddiq Bey is out there with Kyle Kuzma, and it's Valanciunas in at the 5. Dinwiddie sinks that one from the post. Dinwiddie's got the first bucket of the third here for the Mavs.
Well, just tremendous body control by Spencer Dinwiddie, able to adjust to the defender's contact.
And Greg, at the time Kyrie joined Dallas, there were some questions around how he and Doncic would fit together.
Yeah, well, Dallas needed another ball handler who could score and make plays for others. Doncic couldn't do it all by himself, especially in the postseason. Now they're trying to build around those two guys.
Mavericks making a switch here. Lively's checked in. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Rebound, Washington. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road for him. Now, here's Kispert. Covered by Irving. Wizards passing it around. Valanciunas with a screen on Dinwiddie. Kuzma outside. And the 3 off target. Mavericks trail by 16. Here's Irving. And he comes up with the deuce. Irving's got 7 points in the game.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
Kuzma against Washington. Here's Bay. A 3-pointer off the mark.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
Lively a screen on Poole. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And stolen by Kuzma. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. The shot's good from Kispert.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. Trailing by 17. Pass to Grimes. Back to Doncic. Doncic with a strong move inside.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Poole kicks to Kuzma. Here's Bay. The shot that time, not on target. Mavericks trail by 15. Here's Doncic. Rebound, Washington. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds in this game. Luka Doncic started off his 2024 Doris with a historic scoring performance.
He sure did, Kevin. He was only the 4th player in league history to score over 72 points in a game. It was the shooting performance of a lifetime, and Luka just takes it all in stride. Incredible.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks very much. The Mavericks have been much improved defensively. Coach Jason Kidd says when you're leaning on Luka offensively to deliver, and he does, you have to be able to cover him. Not just him, but Kyrie. The focus on playing defense and protecting one another is at a high right now. It can't just be 3 guys. It has to be all 5. Kevin?
It is, David. You're right. It's a team game. Here's Valanciunas. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Valanciunas has got 8 points.
Well, Jonas Valanciunas has the instincts, the size, and the smarts to go ahead and take advantage of those missed shots and create them into points.
The shot by Thompson, no good.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Washington making some changes. Coulibaly comes in for Kispert. And Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for Jordan Poole. And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for Doncic. And Valanciunas kicks to Bay. Going inside.
And look at Bay moving at full speed, not letting anyone get in his way.
Mavericks trailed by 19. Now, here is Irving. He has 7. Drops in the layup for 2. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Brogdon the pass to Valanciunas. Second chance shot. Back to Brogdon. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Wow, how about the balance and strength of Malcolm Brogdon? Give him the end one.
Baldwin, who's checked in for Bay. We know, Doris, at one point, the Wizards had one of the most unique pairings in NBA history.
Think back to 1987, 1988, the year you're talking about, when the 5'3" Muggsy Bogues was a teammate of Manute Bol, who stood 7'7" tall. At the time, they were the tallest and shortest players in NBA history, with 28 inches between them. Incredible.
Doris, with Nowitzki and Doncic, the Mavericks have gone from one great European player to another.
And you could tell the one year that Luka got to play with Dirk, Kevin, he absolutely loved it. He got to learn from a Hall of Famer and a champion. What better way to start your career?
Davis is checked in for Washington. Now, here's Brogdon. He has 7. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his second foul of the game. Washington making some changes. Marvin Bagley's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas, and Lewis subbed in for Davis.
Tyronn Lewis Jr.
Nice ball movement by Washington. And stolen by Thompson. Here he goes. And he banks in the layup. Thompson's got 8 points.
Well, you love that exploiting of a window of opportunity. Klay Thompson thought of as a shooter. Guess what? I can put it on the deck as well.
Now, here's Brogdon. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Wizards.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
Hardy, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Brogdon against Irving. There's 1:54 left in the third quarter. Washington passes to Irving. 4 on the shot clock. Washington sets the pick for Irving. Count it.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
The Mavericks have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. GA, when it comes to the Wizards, they have a pretty spotty track record over the past decade.
Kevin, it's tough to get things right in the draft. Plus, they have just had poor lottery luck, only selecting higher than 8th once in the last decade. But they have passed on some superstar-level talent.
Mavericks trailed by 17. To the paint. Here's Powell. The kick out to Irving. Powell sets a screen for Irving. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
I'll tell you, despite this guy's strong play in this period, they're still behind. Someone else has got to step up.
In the corner, it's Coulibaly. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. For Dallas, they've gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. Hardy, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And DB, the measurables jump off the page for Coulibaly. 6'8", with a 7'2" arm span.
Kev, that's the kind of length that would allow somebody to be a menace defensively. Let's remember, he was the 7th pick back in 2023. The Wizards clearly very high on this young guy's potential.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Maxi Kleber comes in for P.J. Washington. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Now here's Dinwiddie. Just 5 on the clock. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Wizards substitution. Number 20, Alexander Starr.
Washington with the ball. They led the game at 1 point by 20. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Wizards have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
One shot.
And the technical free throw is good.
Numero 0, Dante Exum.
Eight seconds left to play in the third. Now, Poole, the top of the key jumper is on the mark. Poole's got 11 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just spanning the flank.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And so it's the Washington Wizards controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll get you back to the action after this break. A chance now to hear Jason Kidd talking to his team moments ago.
We're not talking to each other. Offensively or defensively, let's talk.
And Coach Jason Kidd citing one of the things that can happen over the course of an evening, a breakdown in communication.
And the problem is, even in a league of superstars, this is ultimately a team game. You have to work together to succeed.
Assistant, Jordan.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. They've got Maxi Kleber, Spencer Dinwiddie out there with Hardy. Then there's Dante Exum. And it's Lively in at the 5. Home in the paint. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And the way the Wizards like to play, Greg, you can expect them to get out and run.
Yeah, they're young and they can fly, right? They've got speed and athleticism to get up and down the floor. They'll push the tempo as much as you allow them.
The shot by Brogdon wide open. Off target from 3-point range. And here's Hardy. You know, Doris, I'm not sure many people take into account what a grind the NBA season is.
I couldn't agree more, Kevin. And listen, these guys have the best of what's available. They stay at top quality hotels. They have incredible professionals that take care of them. But there is no making up for a lack of sleep when you've played a game at 8 o'clock at night. You leave the arena at 1, and you may arrive in your next city at 4 or 5 a.m. and tip off that night at 7. And this goes on week after week. It is not easy.
Mavericks trail by 18. On the wing, Dinwiddie. He's defended by Coulibaly. Washington has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Rob. One-on-one fast break. Hardy, no good. Wizards leading by 18. And the call will be against Derek Lively. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Takes it from 10. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got 7 rebounds in the game. Irving passes to Washington. Great D that time from Bagley. And so Poole will bring it up for the Washington Wizards over Washington. And Poole gets it to go. And the Wizards lead by 20.
really good example of Jordan Poole using his skill to create the needed separation.
Screen by Gafford. Here's Irving. An easy 2 points on the layup. Irving's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Boy, the consistency he's had tonight has been impressive. Really steady from the field.
Pass to Bagley. Poole against Washington. Poole no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Washington making some changes. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Bagley. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Sarr. And Kispert subbed in for Jordan Poole. Here's Doncic. Irving with it. Doncic outside. Outside Irving. Doncic with a screen for Irving. Over in the corner, Washington. Back to Irving. In transition, here come the Wizards. Valanciunas, good.
With his strength, it isn't easy to upset Valanciunas with a little contact. You're going to have to get a lot more physical than that.
Here's Irving, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Greg, we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you'd try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
Thompson right side from deep. Kuzma pulls it in. Wizards leading by 21. Kispert wide open. He fires. Trains the three-pointer. Kispert's got 10 points here in the second half.
This isn't a tough case to crack. If they want to put an end to this run, they'll need to start getting back on D.
And they double up Doncic. Thompson for three. Buries it from three-point range.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Wizards have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Back to Brogdon. Kuzma outside. Valanciunas with a screen on Irving. Clock at 6. Bay wide open, and he fired. And again, Washington with the triple.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Doncic looking it over. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Well, Valanciunas reads the play and snuffs it out. That's the kind of defense you need from the 5 spot.
And that one's good. Doncic has got 4 points in the quarter.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
And the rejection by Gafford.
Do not go up soft against Daniel Gafford. He will send it right back at you.
Doncic against Brogdon. And the foul called on P.J. Washington. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Bagley, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Sarr comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Coulibaly, he's checked in for Saddiq Bey. And Lewis subbed in for Corey Kispert. Lewis gets the bucket.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Oh, the officials are all over that.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. And while the offense is developing, Alex Sarr is already a huge presence at the defensive end.
Yeah, along with being a great rim protector, he's a 7-footer who can really slide his feet on the perimeter. He can switch on the guards and make them work for their opportunities.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Washington's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Wizards.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up, whether the last several shots went down or not. 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
Hey, you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Kyle Kuzma.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
Brogdon the pass to Holmes. Now Sarr. Brogdon outside. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Team foul.
Here's Brogdon. It's rebounded by Dallas. 29 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Here's Irving. Produce screen on Lewis. And on the way from Irving for 3. And Sarr pulls it down. Lewis outside. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for some. All right, DA, thanks again. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA.